guys, welcome to another studio vlog. If you're new here, my name's Sophie and I am an artist living in the southwest of England, and I started this channel to document my journey into, God willing, becoming a full-time artist. I live here with my husband Stephen and our little boy, who we recently welcomed home through the UK adoption process. So because I have recently adopted, I am taking a year off work, which we're incredibly lucky to be able to do. If you are employed within the UK, you get a year's adoption leave, same as maternity. And I thought, what a better time than to try and make my dreams a reality as becoming a full-time artist. And my dream is that by the end of this year's leave, that I will be able to have enough of a little bit of an income to be able to remain at home with our little boy. So that's the goal. I started this channel to document the process, accountability for me, and also hopefully to create a little community of fellow artists or people interested in art and small businesses. And also hopefully maybe to inspire other people to follow their dreams and their passions. Especially if you're new mums, I think trying to find your identity, still being you whilst also now being mum and being at home, not being with your work colleagues and friends as much. So welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. Last month it was a slightly different studio vlog. We were away quite a bit, so instead of doing a general studio vlog, I did a art haul / tidying up the art studio in a little mini studio tour. So that was last month. But if you watched the previous studio vlog, which was studio vlog number 5, in that vlog I finally launched my Etsy store. Up until that point I was in two minds whether or not to set up an Etsy store. I bit the bullet, I did it, launching some stickers, bookmarks, prints, and a couple of digital downloads. Well guys, I am amazed to say thank you so much to Heather and to Claire, because you two were my first Etsy customers. Heather bought a digital download of me, a digital bookmark. So that was great because I wasn't sure how the digital downloads would go down. I really wanted to create some digital downloads because it's a great passive income. You pop it on there. You don't have to faff around with sending out physical products to people. You don't have that pressure on yourself of that order coming in and having to fulfill that order. It's already there. As soon as that customer is paid, they get sent the digital download. So it's great for, you know, full-time mum like myself. I don't have to juggle a baby with packing orders. And also you don't have the financial outlay that you do with producing physical products. So it's great to know that that works. And she was so kind. If you're watching this, thank you so much. She left me a 5-star review on Etsy, which is amazing. As my first sale, that really was a little bit of a confidence boost. And it's now got me thinking on to what other downloads I can come up with. We'll chat more about that later on. And then Claire, you were the first one to order physical products from me. Claire was so kind. She ordered a double-sided art print and also a leopard sticker. And that's so exciting. My greatest fear was that I would set up my Etsy shop and I would get no orders. I'm under no illusions that this is going to be, you know, it's a long journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as they say. And I'm going to have to gradually build it up. But to get 2 orders, but especially one physical order, and for you to buy 2 products, and the art print being the most expensive one on my shop, I'm just amazed and blown away, and I'm so grateful. I don't take any of this for granted. It means a lot as an artist to know that people like your art enough to spend their hard-earned money, and it is hard-earned at the moment. We're, you know, at a financial crisis in the UK and around the globe. You know, cost of living is so high now. So for you to spend that money, I will never take that for granted. So thank you so much. And I have been dreaming of doing this. I watched so many other studio vlogs, and now I am going to package my very first Etsy order with you now on camera. So Claire, if you're watching, I'm going to pack your order now, and that's going to be sent off to you today with so much love and gratitude wrapped up in that little tissue paper. So thank you. So join me now as I pack my very first Etsy order. Thank you for joining me for that. That was that was great fun. Packing my very first order, very, very happy. So in case you're interested, the link for my Etsy shop will be down in the description. Every order will include that thank you card that you saw, which doubles as a free art print, and also a free sticker. And if you order through my Etsy shop, you will also be given a code so that you get free shipping on your next order. So I encourage you to come back. So yeah, great that I could show me packing my very first Etsy order on this studio vlog. So now I need to go off to the coffee shop to meet a friend, but I think I'm gonna get there a bit early because I want to jot down some ideas for some next orders. I'm already planning my very first shop update. I've only just opened my Etsy shop, but I'm already planning shop update, and I am thinking ahead to autumn. You know, when you're part of a small business, you do need to think about, and when you're running a small business, you want to think about what is the next thing, especially if you want to manufacture products. It takes time, you've got to send off for them, and if you need to create the art as well. So I'm already thinking ahead to autumn and fall, guys, and I'm thinking of doing a shop update kind of August, September time. August is my birthday month, so maybe even for August, but probably September, because then it'll be ready for people starting to think about autumn/fall. Autumn's become such a big thing here in the UK. I think it's always been quite big in America. I'm a Christian, so I don't support Halloween, but I do love autumn. It's my favourite season. I love the colours. I love getting cozy. I love pumpkin spice lattes. So yeah, so I'm thinking of creating maybe a couple of stickers, potentially a bookmark or a print, but definitely some digital downloads. I'm also keen to get up on my shop something for the teachers, you know, saying thank you to teachers, because I think that'll be really popular. It seems to be really popular now. So seeing as we're coming towards the start of the summer, I want to get that on there quick, so I need to jot down some ideas. So I don't know if you're like me, when your head is full of stuff, you just need to jot them down. So I need to get them down, create a to-do list. So let's go off to the cafe, let's jot down some ideas, and then we'll come back and we'll start getting some creative juices flowing for a digital download to say thank you for teachers, and starting to plan our very first shop update. Hey guys, jumping back on. It's been a few days since I made my little list, but I'm so glad that I started to think about what I want to do for my autumn shop update. And I've also got a couple of packages that I've been saving to open on the vlog. One arrived quite a while ago, but the other one arrived today that I want to share with you before we go on to doing a digital download, because I have just had 2 more shop sales in my Etsy store, and they've both been digital downloads, and I'm really relieved, because I was hoping, like I said before, that the digital downloads would do good, because it's a passive income. It's dead easy for me. It means sales coming in without me having to go and do the packaging and send stuff out. As much as I really loved doing that last package for Claire, it does take time and it does put pressure on me. I have put a kind of 3 to 5 business day turnaround on my Etsy store, just to allow time that, you know, if I'm having a couple of bad days with little one, it gives me a bit more time to get the stuff out the door. But equally, I don't want to keep people waiting, especially not for my, you know, first couple of times doing it. So to have some digital downloads under my belt is great. So I'm really glad that they're popular. And one of my digital downloads is actually from Claire, who is so nice of her to come back after having the physical order of the printed sticker, which arrived the very next day after I posted it. How crazy is that? She lives in Scotland, and it got there super quick, even with just Royal Mail second class sticker stamp, just letter mail. So if anyone is wondering about starting up an Etsy store or a small business and is worried about postage and you don't know how they're going to manage or with that kind of thing, is something that scared me to start off with, thinking about how I'm going to work out postal stuff, because it's just totally out of my realms of experience. Start off small like I have, with stickers, bookmarks and prints that are just flat, you can put in your letter mail, because I just use an ordinary stamp. I use obviously card back envelopes so they don't bend, and obviously you've got to package them. I wrapped my products well, so that if obviously the envelope got wet, your products are not going to be damaged in transit, so that your customers are going to have really nice, safe products, just as nice as when they came from you. But if you do that, you can just use an ordinary stamps, which is dead easy. I've got a little one. I can't be going in the car and going to the post office every day. It's just not physically viable for me. But what I can do is just go around the corner. My nearest post box is literally a 2-minute walk, with a play park on the way, which is great because he can have a ride on the swings there and back. Gets him from some fresh air, and I could just put it in the post box. It's dead easy. I did that, and she got it the very next day, and she was so lovely, and she did a nice Instagram post. So thank you very much, Claire, if you're watching. You didn't have to do that. It was so lovely of you, so thank you. I'm so glad it got there nice and safe and sound. And she's come back and ordered a digital download of a bookmark, which is so lovely. And then today I also had another sale from Maria. So again, thank you for Maria for ordering a downloadable card, which is great. And I'm glad it's my first card that somebody's purchased. So I'm glad that it seems to be popular. Well, I've got at least a sale, which is great. Hopefully Maria will leave a review, because it's a card that I'm thinking of doing next, again, like I said, for the thank you card for teachers. So I'm going to create that one probably tomorrow. I'll show you my process of doing that, just in case you're interested. It's dead easy. I have very low IT skills, so if I can do it, you can do it, and it's a great passive income. But what I wanted to jump on to do with you today is I've got some happy mail, and let me try and do it without putting my address on the show for the world to see. I've got this one that's literally just arrived from Lee Ellickson, a nice pink envelope, and again following the pink theme. This one from Rebel Jones. I don't want to show her address either, but lovely little sticker on there. I love this packaging. This arrived quite a while ago, so I've been dying to open it, but as you can have a little peek. I ordered that quite a while ago, but I wanted to open it up on camera, and I knew that my Lee Ellickson one would be getting here at some point, so I'll do them both together. But pretty in pink, as you could tell. Pink is my favourite colour. So let me open Rebel Jones Becca's one first. Hi Becca, if you're watching. She was so lovely. She reached out to me when she had come across one of my studio vlogs, and she was one of the inspirations for me starting my channel. And I'm just dying to have enough money so that I can join her Patreon, because I know it's a lovely community for small businesses. She talks about it so much. So I really want to join. As soon as I financially can, I will. But I was on one of her Instagram lives, and she said about opening a shop update for her Nora products. So I don't know if you've been following her. She had a Nora plushie Kickstarter. As part of that, she relaunched some products that she had previously launched the other autumn, of Nora kind of autumnal Halloweeny products. And I was on the Instagram live when she announced it, and I was like, do you know what, I need to get something of that, especially because I had literally just been making my to-do list for autumn. So let me just unpackage this because I'm going to go a bit careful, because she puts these lovely confetti inside her packages. I love that about small businesses. They make such cute packaging. Just want to get some together so I can show you. It's like dried petals. You see that? And she puts in her packages, which I think is so lovely. And it's lovely pink, wrapped in lovely pink tissue paper. And I have purchased the Nora. So this is Nora, her pig that she's designed. And it's a Nora pumpkin notepad. It's on grey board at the back. Good wad of paper there. I just think Nora is so cute. And how fitting is that for when I'm trying to think about my autumn products and my autumn shop updates. So I can make lots of notes on here. So thank you, Becca. And great thing about her is that she does a lot of her packing on Instagram Lives, as well as her studio vlogs. So you can see her packaging your package, which I think is so lovely. It's in a compostable bag as well. So thank you very much, Becca. It was such a surreal moment when she reached out to me on Instagram, because you know, when you watch some of these vlogs for so long, especially when they're a little bit of a, like, almost like a inspiration, like a hero to you, I had a little bit of a fangirl moment. So it really means a lot. Thank you. And then this is Lee Ellickson's one. Like I said, it's got lovely little details. And I'm one of Lee Ellickson's patrons. It's actually the only patron that I'm a member of now. Again, cost of living crisis, you've got to scale back, and sometimes, but I am part of her Patreon on the podcast here. So she does a monthly podcast, which I really enjoy. But it does give you access to her secret Patreon shop, where she sells off past physical awards, such as postcards and stickers. So I placed an order on there. It comes with a little post-it note saying, "Thanks, Sophie." Again, in pink. I'm loving the colour theme. I've got a little freebie sticker, little toady, little puppy Patreon sticker. I've got another one of those. Now I've got a pair. And then I ordered this lovely landscape rectangle sticker, which I think is just a lovely size. Like, so that's in my hand. This is like relation to how big it is. It's a lovely big sticker and so durable, really good quality. And I just love that landscape. And then I got another landscape postcard, a bit more abstract landscape, but I just love the colours that she uses, and I love the freeness of her landscapes. It's one of those things that looks so easy to do, but if you try and recreate and use this as an inspiration for your own, you realise just how tricky it actually is to make something look so loose. But yeah, I just love the colours on this one. And then on the back, got that one as well. So yeah, thank you very much, Lee. I doubt she watches my studio vlogs, but just if you do, yeah, big fan. So there we are. That's my little unboxing. So I don't think I'm going to get a chance today, but my next plan is to get the digital download for the thank you cards for the teachers up on my Etsy shop. It's a bit early for people to be purchasing probably, but I want to get up there ready for when they do. So to get that done, I'll show you my process, and then also we can then start sketching out some ideas for the autumn shop update. Let's get going. So hi guys, I just wanted to quickly jump on to show you how I'm going to make my digital download for my thank you cards for the teachers. So you just seen that I was just scanning on my Apple. So this is my sketchbook, and I was just scanning on this image here. So it's my apple that I drew. Just because I just thought that's a additional kind of thank you kind of thing for a teacher. So I'm just gonna make one product because I don't know how popular it's gonna be. I know lots of people give gifts to teachers now, but I think generally they're quite elaborate gifts. So I'm not gonna spend too much time doing too many, but I just thought I'll do a downloadable teacher's card. If it turns out to be popular next year, I'll do more products. But you know, cost of living crisis, not everyone can afford elaborate gifts. So I'm just going to sell this one for £1, like all my other digital downloads. and hopefully we'll get a few sales. But I just want to show you how easy it is to create a digital download. Now, disclaimer, I am a technophobe. I am rubbish with technology. I'm also a traditional artist, so I don't use digital art. I don't use iPads and things like that, so hence why I'm having to scan in my art. So this is not going to be the most technical way of doing it. There's probably a lot easier ways of doing it. However, this is how I do it, and I have now had some digital sales and I've had good reviews. So it obviously works as an end product for the user, which is the most important thing. So whoever purchases these products are able to download them dead easy, and I've got good reviews. So it works, and it's quite straightforward for myself. So if you're a technophobe like me, don't have all the fancy products. So this is just a normal Windows PC. I don't have a MacBook or anything like that. And I don't buy any programs. So I've scanned in that image, and then I just use the it's like 3D paint. It's, you know, remember like Paint Shop Pro that you used to get for when you're, I think it was like, or MS Paint, is that what it was called? It was free anyway with Microsoft when you were at school and you just did like little paintings on it. It's basically the up-to-date version of that. So I don't buy any additional programs for the PC. So I just edit the picture quickly in that. Literally just take out the background, so just so it's like an image on its own. And then I create my cards in Microsoft Word, so dead easy, and I just save it as a PDF. But I'm just going to show you quickly how to do it. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see my screen, but I'll just talk you through it. But like I said, it's literally idiot proof, because like I said, I am a technophobe. So let me just show you how I create a downloadable e-card to go onto Etsy, and then we'll upload it to Etsy together. So this is one of my Father's Day cards that I have it up on Etsy. So I'm going to use this as my basis for the teacher's card. So I'm just obviously going to need to change the images. So goodbye tortoises. You'll see that I have 2 cards per A4. Yeah, 2 cards per A4 sheet. So you get 2 sheets of A4 inside and outside, and when you print them, you just put them together. So I did this for Father's Day because we don't just have one father figure in our life. A lot of the time we have granddads, we have stepdads, we have people who are like dads to us. And obviously if you're in a couple like myself and my husband, we each have a dad to give it one to. So I just thought that was a nice idea, and so I thought it would work well for the teachers as well, because obviously we have teaching assistants, and very often you don't just have one teacher. So I've got rid of those. So I'm thinking maybe I just write thank you. Just keep it nice and straightforward, doing the same on both cards. So keeps it the same. Now previously my downloadable cards, e-cards, whatever you want to call them, have always been like neutral colours, so that if you only had a black and white printer it didn't matter too much. Now this apple is going to be in colour, but I still think it will come out all right if it's black and white printer, but most people do have colour printers. So I did have a little tagline saying there's no one I'd rather look up to, because obviously I had 2 tortoises. But maybe something like I don't know, thank you for everything you do for us. Yeah, I'll pop that in. It keeps it quite generic if you don't know what kind of teacher this is, and also it's plural because obviously there's lots of people in a class, but equally you might have siblings, you might have twins, giving this card to one teacher. So again, just put thank you. And it just means the kids can write in here as well. You can write your own message. Because we will be saving this document as a PDF, so when you purchase it and download it, you won't be able to change it. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our image. So I've saved my image to the computer. Just wait for that to come up. My computer is quite slow. This is the thing that takes the longest time. So go on to my documents. Where did I see it? There's my Apple. I've got two versions there. Which one looks better? I think that one looks slightly better. See how it comes out. So it shouldn't have the background on it. Ooh, rather big. So we're gonna put it in front of text just so it doesn't alter anything behind it. I'm gonna resize that apple, bring it over onto the front of the card. Is that too big? Just see what that looks like. I mean, I think it's quite a simple design, but I think it's quite cool. Again, this is just a trial. I don't know if it'll be popular or not, but I kind of feel like it might be. I just want to give parents the option of being able to, you know, have a cheaper way of saying thank you to your teachers, because I just think the amount of money parents are meant to spend nowadays on everything for their kids is absolutely ridiculous. If you've got several kids, it literally bankrupts you. So there we are, get off my soapbox, but here we go. So I've just copied and pasted the image on both sides. So there we are. That's literally how easy it is. Again, super simple design. And I just sell this for £1, so I'm not reinventing the wheel here. And then we're just going to save, so save as, and then we're going to save it into my digital downloads folder. I think it was already there. Yes, it was in digital downloads. But instead of a Word document, we're going to change it to PDF. And it's going to be called Teachers Thank You Digital Card. Okay. And then we're going to save that one. So now that's going to be saved as a PDF. It means that it's easier to upload to Etsy, and it means that it can't be then changed or anything else like that. So once that's saved, we're now going to go on to Etsy and we're going to add a new listing. So that's all done. So if we go on to Etsy, you can see all of my current listings. I've got a couple of Father's Day cards. I've got the digital downloads of the bookmarks. So those are my only digital downloads at the moment. The rest are stickers, bookmarks and prints. So you go on to add listing. And when you go on to add listing, the difference is, so you still pop the pictures in, but when you go down to doing the type of product, you select digital, and then once you filled in everything else, you'll be given the option, so I need to add in the rest before I can do it, but then you'll upload your file here, and literally it's that easy to do. And as soon as the buyer has paid for their product, they'll be sent the digital document to download. And that is all you need to do. So that is just how easy it is to create a digital download. I know it's not like a full how-to guide, but gives you a good idea of how I do it. And I've just had a notification that I've had another Etsy order. So thank you to April, who has ordered a big order, a double-sided print, 2 bookmarks and a sticker. So I'm going to get right on now and package up that order. Thank you, April. So thank you for joining me in this studio vlog. I'm going to end the vlog here. I just had a go at drawing my little squirrel friends. I have a little family of squirrels that live in the tree behind our house. I've shared them on the vlog before, and I really want to feature them in the autumn shop update. I need some practice drawing squirrels. I am really happy with how the gold leaf turned out on that piece, not so much the squirrel drawing, so I need to get some more practice in. But join me next time when I gear up for the shop update. And I'm also going to try and share a week in my life and balancing motherhood and running a small business from home. I think that'd be really fun to try and do. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, comment down below any questions. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. God bless, love you, bye.